I'm just using my computer for this today because I'm going to try and get this done early in the afternoon instead. Usually I do it later in the evening, but I'm going to try and get this done early today. Today's SSS Veda, day 18. For SSS Veda, the topic is our job, what we like about our job. I like most things about my job. As I've mentioned before, I work at home. From April until October, I worked for a pest control company, and from 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, they'd forward their calls to me, and I take the calls and schedule the technicians and answer a few questions and refer people to the website and take our website and take some messages for the guys and occasionally put out a few fires, but mostly it's just making appointments and talking to people. What I like about my job is I don't have to get dressed. I don't have to go anywhere. I'm in my home, and as I've mentioned here before, my home is my comfort zone, and anything outside of it is to varying degrees outside of my comfort zone as well. So I like being home, and I like being with my stuff and my pets and my my music and everything else. So that's what I like about my job. I like the people. I like what I do. I like being able to help the people. People who have issues with bugs or whatever. So I'm here for when my grandson needs to be here, which he's usually here toward the end of the week, and the calls are slower, and he's 4 now, so he understands, when I'm on the phone, he has to be very quiet. So that's what I like about my job. I've worked a lot of different jobs, and I think I may have mentioned this before. I've worked as a receptionist, as a secretary. I've worked as an administrative assistant, as an office manager, as a technician, for both small animal and equine vets. I have worked, in doing lab work. I've worked for the state, getting racehorses to pee in little cups so that they could be tested for illegal drugs. Oh, I've done so many. I've had a rural motor route for delivering the Lansing State Journal in the middle of the night or in the wee hours of the morning, 7 mornings a week, which I loved. I loved that too. Everything I did, I loved. I had my own business for 8 years until I had my stroke and I couldn't do it anymore. Prior to that, I did have another business where I called Owl Information Services, where I did office type work and at home. So I've really, done a lot of different things. I know there's other things. Oh yeah, I was an activity director in a nursing home for a few years. And through college, I was a nurse's aide in nursing homes. After college, for a while, I did home health care through agencies. So I've just done a whole lot of different things. And at the time I was doing each of them, I loved them. I've done this for longer than I've done anything. I've done this since, I think, 2001. So anyway, that about does it for talking about work and about jobs and whatever. One thing I want to mention is I cannot believe I did this morning. I went to church. I don't know if you can see, my sweater has flowers along the front. I wore it backwards. I wore my sweater backwards all day, all morning at church. I play the music for the singing for the congregation, sitting up in the very front, smack dab in front of everybody. Nobody could bother to tell me that my sweater was on backwards. Seriously? Then we went to Kentucky Fried Chicken after church for lunch, and I saw all kinds of people there, whatever. Nobody ever told me. I was coming home, I was getting out of the car, and something was bothering me here, and I'm like, why does this feel so tight? It's a light, nice loose sweater. And I felt the tags in my sweater were up under my chin. Seriously, and nobody could tell me that? Oh, well, it could be the first step to senility, or it could be Well, maybe not the first, because I've done some strange things, but I think more likely it is just I had more things on my mind when I was getting dressed, and I just grabbed it and threw it on. Didn't really pay too much attention. And then I got home, and the first thing I did was change it. Of course, nobody's seeing me now because I'm at home, and I probably be home the rest of the day. But you guys are seeing it, so at least it's not backwards. So there is my Veda Day 18, and thank you for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a blessed Sunday. Bye-bye.